Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you the final checkout video of a really cool single-slot Bell South payphone, and this is John's payphone from Connecticut. And so we want to give you kind of a little bit of a look at the inside of this telephone before we put it all together. And we'll kind of take a break from the video, and then we'll put it all back together again and start the video again. But I want to kind of give you a look at what's going on now with the inside of it. And we did set this telephone up so that the money would drop through the hopper and go on down into the coin vault area. Now, John's not going to really use it that way, but you just never know. And since it's in the shop, we might as well set it up like that while we have it apart. And also, he doesn't have any locks in this phone, but when he received this phone from the person he purchased it from, he didn't even have a T key. And then he received a T key, he found one, and he's not interested in having locks in it because really, if you think about it, if you don't have a T key, you're not going to get into this telephone anyway, and there is different types of T keys. So if you don't have the right one, you're not going to get into this payphone. He's also going to hardwire this telephone after he mounts it, and I believe he's going to put it in his barn, so that's going to be pretty cool. Anyway, we have converted this telephone for home use, and when John sent this in, he couldn't get a dial tone on it, and if he kind of hung up the hook switch about halfway, he could have a real faint dial tone, but he could always receive calls, but he couldn't talk on it because the bell would ring, but there was no receive. So basically, there's a little conversion that we do here. I've engineered these or reverse engineered these years ago, and came up with a little conversion that I have for setting these up for home use. So that's all been done. But I kind of want to give you a little look at the inside before we put it all back together again and kind of do our final checks. And this will just give you an idea that we don't really change anything on the inside of these, and we leave everything intact, basically. I know there's some guys that are wiring sensors and wiring this and doing all kinds of different things, but basically the conversion that I have for this telephone, you don't have to do any of that, and it basically leaves everything the way it was. So now that you've had a look at it, I also want to show you something that we found inside. Now, John's in Connecticut, but there's a little service piece of paper here, and I don't know that the video's picking it up, but basically what it says is Teleservice, Paducah, Kentucky, and it was tested 3/9 or 3 of 94. And so basically Paducah, Kentucky is only a couple of hours away from me, but I'm going to put this back inside the telephone and mount it because John had never seen this little tag. But evidently this telephone's from the Kentucky area, and being a Bell South telephone, that would not surprise me. So actually this telephone is not, came from an area that's not too far away from our shop here in Southern Illinois. So that's pretty cool. And this T key that you see here is a shop key, and that's our key. But that's how we get into some of the telephones. We have different T keys and things that we use. But we're going to go ahead and take a short break now, and we're going to put the telephone back together again, and we'll go ahead and do some final checks with it. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're going to go ahead and do some final checks on this telephone. Now, we also installed some cards for John, and we're going to give you a look at that right now. This is basically the top card that's in the unit now. And then we're going to move down here and show you the bottom card that's in it. try to get the cord out of the way there. And so now the telephone has been finished off, and it's got its cards, and it looks pretty cool. It's a very good condition. The chrome on this telephone is very nice, and the Bell South door for the vault, and now he has his card here on the bottom, and then that has a plastic protective coating on it, and then his top card has a plastic protective cover on it. So now we're going to go ahead and do some final checks, and we're going to go ahead and plug the unit in. We also set this telephone up so that you could put money in it. I'm going to go ahead and plug the analyzer in, and we'll let that ring go a couple times. Let it go one more time. Give you some dial tone. Now we're going to go ahead and dial some numbers if you watch the analyzer here. I'm going to end in a 2. Then I'm going to go ahead and transmit into the handset. And if you see that red light on the analyzer, that indicates 100% modulation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So now what we can do is I've got some money here, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead and drop some money into the unit. And here's a nickel. That was a quarter. Here's a dime. Another dime. Quarter. Nickel. We'll do a dime. We'll do a quarter. Nickel. We'll do dime and a dime. And so basically everything is ending up down here in the cash vault box, or it doesn't have a box, but it'll end up in the vault, bottom of the vault there. So you know, he could use this to put money in if he wanted to. And sometimes kids love to do that too. They like to say bubblegum money. But anyway, we're going to make some phone calls with this telephone now. Let's go ahead and move the line over into a regular telephone line. And John's going to hardwire this telephone in. So basically he can... there's your dial tone. He can go ahead and wire it up and mount the telephone and use it just like a regular telephone now. Here's a time and temp number.
Our body shop can repair almost any make and model for less. Offenburg Belleville, 234-0330. Today is Thursday, January 12th. The time is 2:02. Current temperature 27 degrees. Now the weather forecast for the Belleville area.
Blustery today, much colder with blowing and drifting snow. Snow showers likely in the afternoon with accumulations around 1 inch, highs in the upper 20s. With temperatures steady or slowly falling. Blustery this evening, mostly cloudy skies, a chance of snow showers. Then becoming partly cloudy after midnight with lows around 13. Mostly sunny on Friday, highs in the upper 20s.
Okay, so now what I can do, give you some dial tone. I'll call my number. It'll be busy. Okay. Well, let's see what Walmart's up to. Give you some dial tone.
Thank you for calling Walmart. Thank you for calling Walmart Supercenter, where you can save money and live better. How may I help you?
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good. Hey, are you guys open today?
Yes, we are.
Oh, okay. Even with the snow?
Yeah, we're open, rain, sleet, or snow.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter how hard it snows. You're always open.
Yes, we are.
Kind of like the post office when they're delivering the mail.
That's right.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for all your help.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye now. Okay. Well, we know Walmart's open even though it's snowing. I think John's going to have a lot of fun with this payphone. It's in very good condition. The chrome on it is like just fantastic, and it's just a really beautiful payphone. And I think now that he has his cards in it to kind of finish off the payphone, he's going to enjoy this telephone. And I do believe he's going to put this in his barn. So that's going to be a cool, kind of a cool situation and a cool setting for it. But this telephone is in really good shape. Kind of give you another look at it here real quick without the handset on it. And that gives you some kind of idea how that all turned out. It's just a really nice telephone. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com. And you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. This is John's Payphone, single slot, Bell South from Connecticut. Thank you for watching and have a great day.